And welcome back, Fire Addicts, to another episode of Travis Says Fire. Today we're talking about if trees can talk. So I'm at the front of my property, and this tree is the closest tree that we have to the road. Now, a few years ago, this stump right here, this was a co-dominant tree, split right in there, and this half of the stump, this tree, I had cut down by one of my local arborist friends, Arborist Paul, and it came down this direction and made a whole bunch of holes in my lawn and made a big mess. But then it had maple because this one here was deemed to be unhealthy, leaving the other one on this side. Well, a year later, we had a big storm in the house, and I hear a big crack and a thud. Go outside, and this tree had broke off, fallen, and hit the power line that you see right there, and then smashed my neighbor's fence. And it was a big thing. And this crossed over the gully. I had to come, so I had to have the arborist, Paul, come back, buck up those big rounds, and then this gully, and haul them out with his chipper and his truck. It was a big mess. Anyway, so this has been a stump for a while. Sorry, you didn't see that. This has been a stump for a while now, leaving this tree all by her lonesome. She's all by herself out here. She has friends across the road, but nothing near her really on this side. Now, and my neighbor has some conifer trees over there, but nothing like a good old leaf tree. We don't have any of them next to this maple right here. Now, my local utility company had to take off the top of this one because the power lines for the road are right here too, type thing. So she's hurt for certain, lonely, and had no one else to communicate with. Now, I'll get into that in a second though. But when her other friends and family, they're close by, but they're down the road a little bit. Okay, a little far away, where not be able to touch them, sway in the wind with them, dance with them, and communicate. So let's get into that, and then we'll go into see if we can help this here. For centuries, trees have been screaming into a void. Today, we give them bandwidth. So we have some research to share. Let's get to that first. Yes, there is real scientific research and evidence that trees can talk to each other, though not the way that you and I communicate or talk to each other. So, to summarize, trees can release chemicals or organic compounds into the air when they're under attack, such as from insects. Nearby insects can detect these chemicals and often respond by boosting their own chemical defenses. Did you know that? Did you know that? I did not know that. For example, willow trees, poplar, and sugar maple increase production of anti-insect chemicals which neighboring trees are attacked. There's a wood wide web into the trees as well. Underground, trees are connected through a network. Mycorrhizal, I can't pronounce that word. It's a symbiotic relationship between tree roots and fungi. Through the fungi threads, trees can send nutrients, carbon, water, and chemical signals to one another. Did you know that as well? That's crazy. Trees can also send electrical impulses, similar to our nervous system, through their vascular system, particularly when under stress, like drought or injury. These signals trigger protective chemical responses. So another fun fact, trees will prioritize their own offspring by sending nutrients to genetically related seedlings through their underground network. Others can warn nearby trees of drought stress, causing neighbors to conserve water early. So this is key evidence that trees can communicate, okay? So that part is real, and I believe that, okay? So that part I do believe, okay? That's science. Hashtag it's science. So inspired by that, this groundbreaking research that I just read to you. And then and at the same time, by happenstance, I was sent a router of some sort. Now, this idea came to me last night from the firewood gods. And you've heard of the firewood gods before on my channel, and that usually means that it's going to be a good time. So stay tuned for this. So I got this in the mail. It's supposed to have, it's like a wireless pack. It's supposed to boost your Wi-Fi signal from your outdoor garage, your outdoor shop, your outdoor outhouse. So you have Wi-Fi when you're out in the yard or out in the wood yard that is coming from your house. So, but what I'm using, I'll be using this to help the trees communicate. Okay, so we're gonna do some figuring out here, some science, and it's a little know-how from the firewood gods, and we're gonna help these trees communicate because right now, the one tree that I showed you, she's lonely. She needs some friends. Her roots can't communicate because she's so far away. They're not connected with the other ones, all right? So we're gonna help her with this. So through this, I developed what I'm terming as treefi, okay? And I'm gonna copyright that term treefi, okay? And this is my go-to booster pack. Okay, if you want one, there can be link down in the description to boost your Wi-Fi in your wood yard. But I'm gonna use this to make treefi. Treefi. Okay, so now trees can finally share their own memes and more warnings to each other. So this treefi booster pack, I'm calling it the treefi is copyrighted term. I'm going to use this pack to implement it. Okay, I don't own this. I just bought this to implement the treefi, hooking up the trees. So in doing so, we're going to increase the photosynthesizing chatting of the trees. We're going to boost the branch width frequency of the trees, okay? And we're gonna boost the 4G Rove technology, treefi. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm at the maple at the front of my property. The road is behind you. So it's the first time I open this booster pack box to implement my treefi. Okay, so we got the manual, Ethernet cables, may come in handy. Hose clamps, okay, and then we got that cardboard, power, and then the booster pack. So they come with two booster packs, 2 power. Okay, so I don't have power out here, but I'm not gonna be concerned about that one yet. Okay, so see what we can do. Okay, so this is one booster pack here. How should we mount this? What do you think? I think look at some rope. Rope. All right, got some rope. There's a branch right there. Let's try for that one. Ah, come on now, get over there. Okay. So how this all came about was the other week I had a dream and a communication from the firewood gods, and they wanted me to help the trees in my yard, in my neighborhood, to be able to communicate better. And then the following day, I swear to the firewood gods, the following day, I get an email from this company saying, hey, do you want this outdoor Wi-Fi booster pack to help you to have better Wi-Fi signal in your yard? And I'm like, hey, I could use that. I could help the trees. And that's what I'm doing right here. All right, so I'm gonna push this up, push it up there. Oh, wait. I need to connect it to power. It needs to have power somehow, right? Get over here. Okay, so let's figure this out here. So I think this opens. There we go. Ah, this is not power. This is Ethernet cable. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So, I think this needs power though. So Ethernet plugs into this port here. Call that good, right? Okay. And then we're going to don't fall out, rope. Come on now. Okay, so then the other end had this here, right? This is for the power, Ethernet power, tree power, tree phi, okay? They're all connected, okay? They're all connected. So plug this into this, okay? And have this dangle down for a moment. I'll get back to this one. So we're gonna raise up this, raise it up high as possible. I could go higher, but for now, I think this is okay. I think you can still see that, right? All right, so then now we're gonna tie this off, tie it off to the tree. What? There we go. Will it reach? No, it will not. All right, so I tied off the booster to a plant below, and then this thing here, what I want to do is see if I can connect it to one of the tree's leaves. I'm not sure if I can be able to do that or not. Let's see if I can. How about you follow me? Let's go this way. I'm on a hillside here, so it's kind of difficult to do. If I can do this, I don't know if I can. Is that falling down? Okay. All right. I got the branch. Got the branch. Hopefully it'll stick with me here. I don't want to break it. I'm going to reach back and get the power. To get the tree's connected power to the booster. See if we can do this. It'd be a lot easier if I had a ladder. That's okay. We make do with what we have that the firewood gods provide. Okay, you have to keep that in mind. Okay, so use this cable here. See this? I don't know if you see, I hope you see this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in to one of these leaves, like this. Okay, plug it in, right into the leaf, right like that. I think I'm going to secure it somehow. No? Yeah, I'm going to secure it. We'll take one of these wire ties that came with the booster pack. See if we can find one here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I would do the hose clamps, but I don't have a screwdriver on me at the moment. Ooh, this is a pain in the ass. All right. So I have the power, and I have a branch right here in my hand. I hope you see this a little bit or not. Try not to break the branch. What I want to do is I have a cable tie on this one. I'm going to connect and insert the leaf inside the prongs of the power connector, because as we know, the photosynthesis powers the trees, gives it energy, right? So if we can plug it into the leaf, that should power the booster pack. Just enough, just enough. See if it will hold. It's wanting to hold. Wanting to hold. Come on, Betsy. Come on, you. No. Okay. Well, I'll figure this out in a second. Hang on.
A few moments later.
All right, we're back. Let me show you what I did. So I got another piece of rope, tied on the tree, and I caught that branch and I took it down around. So now the branch and leaves are closer to the tree, closer to the Wi-Fi up there. Okay, the booster. So then it's plugged in. I have it plugged in here with Ethernet here, and I have the prongs right into the leaf. So now that leaf, with all the photosynthesis, is going to power this up to Ethernet, up to the booster pack to create TreeFi. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. So that now we're the tree at the road right there. From my house, right there, you see that. Now we're gonna go in the backyard and connect the other booster kit to the other trees, so now they can all communicate magic. All right, so we're at the tree in the middle-ish of my backyard. The mother tree, the mama tree, see me distance way over there. So not too far away, but again, the roots aren't touching, so they can't communicate in that sense. Okay, maybe they'll send their signals through the wind with help of the firewood god, but for now, they cannot. This tree right here, this is leaves right here, okay? So now we're gonna try to put the booster up in there. So we'll get the handy dandy on the rope. The rope was applied by me with the firewood gods as well. It has to be green, okay? It has to be a green rope. Rope has to mesh in. Can't be camouflage. That's just silly. Why would you have a camouflage rope? That's ridiculous. No, it has to be green, okay? Green rope. Okay, firewood gods. You email them or send a message, they'll send you some rope, okay? Take off the cover, throw it down, and then put the loop through this one. So this is the B one, okay? So A is on the mother tree, B is on the sister tree. You have to make sure that you read the directions. Okay, with the tree so directions. If you're gonna use this for trees, there's a separate direction, and I'll link a link to my directions for TreeFi in the episode below. If you want to use it for your shed, an outhouse, or garage to and from your house, use the manufacturer's instructions. Don't use the TreeFi. That would not make any sense. Okay, so have to do it. With TreeFi, you have to use the Firewood God's way. I got the instructions from them. I downloaded it. They sent it down to me. I downloaded it to my mind, and I put it on paper. And now you have it available. And click down below. You have it. Okay. So tie it off. Nifty knot. You put it up in a branch somewhere here. I don't know. Figure this out. Got a branch right there. I think it's gonna be a good one. Yeah. You have to make those noises too when you do this. You have to whoosha. You flip it. We whip it. Make sure the whip goes down. Yeah, you have to make those noises, or else it won't work. You gotta grab it. All right, I got it. Okay, so now this is gonna go up. Okay, so we're gonna go up like this. Where are you now? Lost my rope again. Okay. Oh, I found it. So it's gonna go up. It's gonna hoist her up. Hoist up. Come on. Get up there. Hoist up the. Can you see that? Okay. All right. So you can see she's up there. You tie her too. Plug it in. Let it be loose. And then hoist her up. Like so. Rock and roll. And this branch is already. The wind is already turning this branch, so this may not work the way I want it to, but we'll see how this goes. So this branch is going to hold up booster pack, and then it's going to have it be closer to it so I can plug in the other end of the power, and that should be good to go. So tie this off. Real gentle, like you don't want to hurt the branch, right? You don't want to hurt it. So that's up there. All right, so one end to the booster pack. It's up there a little ways, like that. And then we take, now connecting it to in the branch, like so. Taking the wire, connecting it to itself that way, and the branch and the leaf. It all has to come together or it won't quite work. Like so, very gently. Gotta go back to nature, and we got it. Okay, so let me show you what I got here. All right, so this is the sister tree. Booster pack is up there, hanging out, ready to go, and it is. We had the cable. It was right here, going down, going down, going down, and this is connected, hardwired in to that leaf. So again, the photosynthesis from the leaf will power through the cable up to the booster pack, and that will give it power to boost signal back and forth to mama tree. Okay, so again, mama tree is over there, over yonder. She has her own booster pack, her own power source, and now we have sister tree over here, and she has their power source here with it all plugged in. You see it in there. Wire, booster pack. Now because sister tree is connected to the roots, and her canopy, her limbs can touch the other ones. She can relay signals from the mama tree over yonder at the road to sister tree. Sister tree can do with her siblings, aunts and uncles, cousins, and removed aunt over here neighbors because they're closer together. Mama tree is by herself way over there. Way by herself way over there. Now they can communicate by way of the booster pack, this thing here. Okay? And I have converted it, I've utilized it to not do Wi-Fi. We're talking tree-fi here. Tree-fi, trees are talking right now. Okay? So let's check out what they're saying. The only downfall of this whole thing is if a squirrel chews through that cable, there's no power and there's no communication. So squirrels, I need to make sure that I get a trap just for you. We're one step closer to a forest that's not just alive, but it's online. Are you ready for some tree conversations? I think you are. So the firewood gods gave me the ability to decipher what the trees are saying. So if you wait a second and be still, very silent, we can hear them. You may be able to hear them, but I can hear them and then relay and translate to you. Hang on a second. What are they saying? Okay, Mom Tree said to Sister Tree, thank you for watching the channel. Thank you, Travis, for installing the TreeFi. They don't speak Spanish, but a form of tree-ish. If that makes any sense. I'm translating tree-ish, not in English. We may need to add another booster pack, so stay tuned for that one. Some more TreeFi language, communication, conversations, contact. it almost makes me want to cry. The mama tree is definitely sad that she is so far away from her family over here. I wish I would have done this sooner, but it all in good time. The firewood gods have their own plan. It's just a bunch of thoughts and prayers from the firewood gods, and now Mama Tree can talk to Sister Tree behind me, and now they communicate, send their hugs through the booster, through the TreeFi, and now in doing so, all the trees now in my woodyard that are alive can communicate. Okay, they communicate, they can thrive. Maybe talk to the squirrels and tell them to calm down. May have the trees and may have the birds sing, song, and dance, make their nests, have their eggs, have their chicks, and the baby birds. It's going to be it'll help the trees thrive, grow faster, which would be better for my woodyard. So that's enough yipping, yapping, and roaring. TreeFi exists. Trees can talk, communicate, and the TreeFi booster is a win. Dig it. So on a serious note, yeah, this company contacted me, sent me this device to help boost Wi-Fi from an outside area that doesn't have its own booster, its own Wi-Fi connection or whatever, to whatever inside that you have in your Wi-Fi, at your router and all that stuff. It works. It's fine. I did not hook in all transparency. I did not hook it up to my house. I already have my own web system in my yard. I have Wi-Fi out here from my house. But I thought it was interesting. I wanted to showcase it. I know I'm not the only channel that got approached from this company. They're not too expensive. I mean, I think I spent more on my Google Mesh setup than this one. I think this was like 100 and something, 150 or so. Anyway, if you're interested at all, go down to the link. The promo code down there is go to the end of this month, May 2025. Happy May, by the way, and just try it out. I mean, with Amazon, if you don't like it, return it. But this thing, I'm sure will help you if you're in the woodyard and you need a signal. You need Pandora or what Spotify. If you're listening to my podcast when you're in the woodyard that's away from your house, this is going to help you out big time. So if it's not obvious, what you just saw was satire. I was trying to be funny. A lot of people don't understand my humor, my satire, but there is some science that trees do talk, but TreeFi does not exist. That was just funny. I hope that was apparent. I hope that you did laugh about it. And I was using this product as a prop. And not to make fun of the company, I'm sure this works well. It does work well, but not to confuse satire to this product. This works good. If you're interested, go ahead and buy it. The link and promo code down below if you're interested. But yeah, satire, just laugh about it. It's funny. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Until next time, remember, life's too short to be a prick, so be kind to another. Rock and roll. Stay safe, keep cutting. Cheers.